Give me 1 second, y'all. We finna get started. I'm just sending this out. Sending the stream out. Give me 1 second. And testing the audio also. Shouldn't be too much longer. Give me a second. Alright. I think we good. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keys back with another weekly analysis video. Stocks and futures. Today is Sunday, January 25th, 2026. We're going to do our analysis for the week of January 26th through the 30th, I believe. Yeah, 30th. Alright. First thing first, y'all already know. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe so we can spread this weekly analysis video out to other people and introduce them to the channel. Other than that, that's the only thing I request from y'all, but we're finna go ahead and get into it, okay? We ain't gonna waste no time. Y'all already know. First thing first, we gotta go over our economic calendar. If you're wanting to know where I get my economic news from, what site I use, it's investing.com. I'm gonna try to start linking it in the description of the streams or of the video if I make it into a video. But investing.com is what we use for our economic data, our economic calendar. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this economic calendar for this week. All right. So, first thing first, let me move this around. Can y'all see that? Think y'all can see that. Yeah, I think y'all can see that. All right, first thing first, going into this week. Honestly, looking at this week, it look like we got some decent decent news this week. My bad, I'm talking a little too fast. Decent news this week. Look like we got news pretty much every day. And also, my bad, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. When we use our investing.com, we put the news on 3-star news, so that's why y'all only see the high impact news, the 3-star news listed. I don't I filter out the 1 and 2-star news because I only am looking for the high impact news. So if you're looking at the calendar and you're saying, dang, this calendar is pretty short, that's because we got it on high impact news, the 3-star news only. Okay. But yeah, going into this week, we got pretty much 3-star news every single day, it looks like. So it should be a decent week. We got some nice earnings coming out this week too. Some of the big names, the big boys coming out this week when it comes to earnings. But jumping in this week, kicking off this week, Monday, January 26th at 7:30 a.m. we have durable goods. Durable goods, nice, impactful news. I don't think it's gonna necessarily make the market shift too hard, but it's still a nice, good, high impact news to start the week off with. So we got that on Monday. Pretty much after that, we're coasting Monday. Tuesday, coming into Tuesday, January 27th at 7:30, we got President Trump speaking. Y'all know how that is when it comes to him. I mostly advise to just not be in a trade. If you trade pre-market and stuff, don't be in a trade during that time. Kind of let it feel settle out after 8:30 mark hit. Give it about 15, 20 minutes. See how his whatever he speaks about or the meeting is about. See how it affects the market before jumping in a trade. So I say give it to like 8:45, 9 a.m. before you start trying to get in a trade. And then speaking of 9 a.m., at 9 a.m. we got consumer confidence. Now that definitely has impacted on the market. It definitely will move the market around. So definitely looking out for that 9 a.m. news for consumer confidence. Trump, it's kind of like I said, let him speak, let the market do what it does, and then react after. Then we got coming into Wednesday, January 28th, President Trump speaking again at 7:30. Same, pretty much same as Tuesday. Try. I advise not really being in a trade at that 7:30 mark. Y'all know I trade after the bell, so after 8:30 I trade. So I wouldn't be in on it anyways. But if you are in on it, be extremely careful. Like I said, I advise not to trade during the time for the speaking. Um, but of course, it can go out for hours. They can start at 7:30 and be done at 11. So just gotta be pretty precautious, take caution. But we got that at 7:30. At 9:30 we got crude oil. Y'all know how I feel with crude oil. Not really. To me, sometimes it can hit, sometimes it can't hit. Not really something I be too scared to trade through. So I'm not worried to trade through crude oil. Then at 1 p.m. Now this is where it get interesting. We got Fed's interest rate decision, FOMC at 1, and then FOMC press conference at 1:30. Huge, 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 huge news. Wednesday, definitely expect that movement Wednesday. We got Trump speaking and the FOMC. I'm definitely expecting Wednesday to be a huge day. Like if the market gonna crash, it had to be on this day. If the market gonna continue this uptrend, it had to be on this day. Um, it's so much news, man. I'm thinking there's gonna be a lot of volatility coming in to the market on Wednesday. But yeah, I definitely advise. I don't trade after one sometimes, but I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to options, I might grab one contract and play the news on this because I definitely kind of expect some nice movement coming off that FOMC press conference and interest rate decisions. Um, but it's extremely if you somebody with a small account, don't really got nothing to just spare and play around with, I say don't trade during this. Leave it alone. And I only really advise for or my bad, I gotta say this too at the beginning. This is not financial advice. This is my own opinion. But me, I bel if I'm going to risk something, it's gonna be options. I'll say if I'm risking something into this FOMC and Fed interest rate decision, it'll be options. I will not do this with no futures at all. At 1 p.m., no, I'm not touching futures when it comes to that. Because, like I said, I can see us having huge push either up or down based off of this after 1 p.m. news on Wednesday. All right. So, Wednesday definitely is look like the biggest day to me. Thursday, we got initial jobless claims at 7:30. And then after that, we're smooth sailing. Jobless claims, nice move, nice news to come out to move the market. And then Friday, we got 7:30 PPI and we got PMI 845. Definitely, definitely, definitely two great market movers. Then it'll be on a Friday and the last day of the month. So I'm definitely expecting Friday to be extremely volatile. It's probably gonna be a little dangerous on Friday, honestly, because the end of the month we got PPI, PMI, and like I said, it's a Friday, so it's gonna be a little. I think Friday gonna be a little bit dangerous, but it's gonna bring a lot of volatility. So y'all know The more risk, the more reward. But that's how it's gonna be on Friday. If I had to rank these days for most important to least, I'll say Wednesday probably the highest for me. It's close between Wednesday and Friday, but Wednesday I'll go with Wednesday. Friday the next uh most impactful day. Then I'll have to say Thursday. But we got Trump speaking on Tuesday. It's hard. It's super close with Thursday and Tuesday. Monday my least impactful day, even though it's the opening of a week. I just the news wise, looking at economic news, it's the least I'm worried about. Okay, but it's hard to choose between Thursday and Tuesday for third and fourth. But that's our economic calendar for this week. Okay, so like we said, we got some nice news coming out this week. Definitely should bring some volatility throughout the week. All right, now here we go. Oh, wrong thing. I exited. Here we go. We going into the earnings reports this week. Like I told y'all, we got some big names coming this week. Y'all give me 1 second. Because I told y'all, I take a screenshot of this. It's from the Instagram thing. I don't know how to download a picture from it. So it'd be a little blurry when I'm zooming in and everything. So I gotta go and pull it up on my phone so I can read this off to y'all. Okay. Alright, here we go. I'll make sure y'all can see these earnings reports clearly. Zoom out a little bit. I think that's good. Yeah, okay. I think y'all can see everything on the screen. Alright. Going into this week, man. Like I said, we got a lot of we starting to get the big boy names coming out starting this week, and then of course following the next week. We got all the heavy hitters this week. Monday, January 26th, pre-market wise, looking for earnings. I really don't see nothing that I'm too crazy on the lookout for pre-market wise on Monday. After market close. Pretty much saying I don't really see nothing that I'm too heavily looking out for on Monday. If y'all see anything, let me know. If y'all see any of the names that might be interesting to trade on Monday, let me know. Comment down below. But Monday, really not nothing too crazy that I'm looking for. Tuesday, January 27th. Earnings wise, before the open, we got UPS, we got GM, we got American Airlines, we got Synchrony, and we got Boeing. Some people like trading Boeing. I traded it like once or twice. Oh, my bad. I couldn't even see this right here on this picture, but we got United Health Group, also. So we got a couple names for Tuesday before the opening. We got United Health Group, Boeing, UPS, GM, Synchronic, and American Airlines. Definitely all three that I will potentially be looking at. Like I said, I traded Boeing before. I traded UPS before. I think I traded United Health Group. Not too sure. But those are the names before the open on Tuesday. All right. Now after the close on Tuesday, let's see. After the close, maybe Logitech. I hear about Stripe. I never checked out that chart. Maybe Logitech, Seagate. I heard about it. I never checked it out. Maybe those the only two that I can see possibly. But no, I'm not really too crazy on after the close for Tuesday. I like before the open first. But that's Tuesday. Wednesday. January 28th, I believe. January 28th. Before the open, ASML, I like them. AT&T, I like them. I never checked out Progressive before. Maybe you can check them out. I know Starbucks. A lot of people love playing Starbucks. Ernest Starbucks, and then I think that's it that I will try to keep an eye on. I think out of that, before the open, the biggest thing is probably Starbucks, AT&T, and ASML. Okay. After the close, here we go. Here go the big dogs I was talking about, y'all. It's the big dogs coming in. Y'all know we got Microsoft to kick the thing off. Microsoft after the close. We got Meta after the close. We got Tesla after the close. We got ServiceNow after the close. We got IBM after the close. And we got Waste Management after the close. So all big, heavy hitters when it comes to these earnings. Definitely will be looking for Microsoft. Definitely be looking for Meta. Definitely be looking for Tesla. ServiceNow, I like ServiceNow. I started trading them about 6 months ago or so. IBM, I always love trading IBM. Waste Management, I traded Waste Management two times before, y'all. Did good with it one time, did okay with the second time. But it still be paying pretty nice when it comes to option. But Wednesday, right now, out of all the days we done went over, Wednesday my favorite when it comes to these earnings, pre-market and after the close. It has the nice earnings so far. Okay. Now, going into Thursday, January 29th, pre-market, we got MasterCard, Caterpillar. I know a couple people trade Caterpillar. I'm not sure about Nokia. I ain't never checked out that chart before. That's pretty much it that I can see. Not sure what this Nasdaq. I don't know. I ain't never traded it, but I don't know why. I don't know what that is for sure. I don't know if they got stocks or what. I don't know. But Caterpillar, Mastercard, Nokia. It's okay Thursday pre-market. I ain't really. Caterpillar might be the main name I recognize, but it's okay. After the close, we got Apple, big dog. Apple coming through. SanDisk, might check them out. I ain't never checked their chart out before, but I of course heard of the brand for sure. SanDisk, Visa. I think that's it. Really, the main focus is Apple for Thursday. Main focus is probably Apple for Thursday. All right. Then Friday, finally, January 30th, we got SoFi, America Express, Verizon, Exxon. No, is that Chevron? Chevron, Exxon, Charter. Main one I'll be looking for is probably SoFi and American Express. Exxon Exxon and Chevron. I seen people trade. I traded Exxon before, but that's not too much what I like to trade. But I check out the charts though. We'll check out the charts. But yeah, that's what we got going into this week when it comes to the earnings report. If I had to rank the days for my favorite to the least favorite, I say Wednesday probably the main one I'm checking out for. Thursday next, Friday. Well, I'm gonna say Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, then Monday. Okay. All right. So now let's jump into these charts. I'm gonna keep this screenshot, pull it to the side, because we might go over a couple of these charts for these earnings. Okay. So we're gonna bring that to the side. All right, jumping in the chart. Finally, we getting to the chart, man. Let's go. Okay. First thing first, y'all know we finna go over SPY. Okay. Oh, I didn't even log into my My futures accounts. It's alright though. We can still we gonna be reviewing it on the daily, so we ain't gotta log in. Going over SPY. Let's go ahead and get into this. Remove these right here. Going into SPY. Let's go check out the monthly because this is the last week for this month. Okay. Monthly. We are bullish. We got higher high, higher low, higher high. Biggest thing we trying to see, can we close above the previous structure high? Above the previous high. I'm looking at this high right here. Of course, we will love to close past this previous month high, but this is the main high I'm focusing on right here because this is the one that caused that rejection. So can we close above? I'm trying to see if the monthly, can we close above 687.67? If we can close above there, I'm looking for us to do a continuation to the upside. As long as we can stay above 687.67, we can close above there. We already currently up there because we at 689 right now. But we gotta stay up $2 more. But if we can close past there, I'm looking for that continuation, at least to come back and retest these highs at 696 that we reached. Okay, if we can close above, like I said, 687.67, I'm looking for us to continue on this uptrend. Okay, a close below there. I'm not saying that we won't go back up again the next month, which will be February, but I am expecting a pullback and then maybe retest them high, because that'll be another failure of closing past the high. Okay. So let's drop down to the weekly. Looking at the weekly, we just made a lower low, but we did do with a green candle. So this is potential sign of a reversal back to the upside. We did break a solidify level, so we're gonna say that we did break that solidify level on the weekly, but we did it with a green candle. This is the potential sign to reverse to keep going back higher. Okay, so definitely bullish on the monthly for right now. I'm bullish on the weekly for right now. Okay, made a lower low, failed to close below the low, and also made an opposite color candle. That signs of potentially reversing back to go back long. Okay. Now let's drop down to the daily. So monthly and weekly, we are bullish. Going down to that daily, this is where we do our charting also. But we got higher high, higher low, higher high. And right now we're in that pullback stage. Looking at the most recent section though, we just made a high, right? High, low. If we can come up and make a higher high, we'll be fully in that uptrend. I will expect us to come back to that 696 level. All we gotta do is break above the Thursday candle at 691.13. We push past there. I'm looking for them longs to take up to 696. Okay. All right, because that'll be our uptrend. That'll give us the high, low, higher high. That'll make this solidified level down here at the bottom of this Thursday candle at 686.92. But that's if we go straight up and make that high. Okay. Let me put my drawings on. So, looking at SPY daily, like we said, we had a high here, we had a low. This became a solidified level once we made a new higher high right here. Then we made another low, made another higher high that solidified this low. But we broke that low. We broke that low last week on Tuesday. So the last solidified level we got is all the way down here at 648.93. So if we do switch back bears, market can come all the way down, like I said, all the way down to that 648.93 level and still stay bullish overall. Okay, so it's a lot of room for the downside, but right now it looks like we're trying to get ready to push back up. Okay, but we don't know until we solidify a level. Now, like we said, removes these hourly levels. Like we said, we looking the key spot that we're looking at that we want to see if we break past is this Thursday high at 691.13. We break, like I said, we break that high, we will be making a higher high, and that'll solidify this low down here. Okay, we'll be fully in the uptrend. Next target on this daily though, after we make an uptrend, what's the next target? We don't got no gaps in the way, so the next target is what? This high at 696.09. So we break this, and make this higher high. I'm looking to go to 696. Okay, that's it, pretty much, plain simple. That's what I'm looking for. Break that high. I'm looking up and turn this magnet off. My bad. Put long. That's exactly what I'll be looking for off this daily. Okay. Exactly what I'll be looking for off this daily. We break that high. Stop loss will be the lowest point between the old high and the new high. And that'll be exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. And I'm gonna set an alert there at that 690. I'm gonna set it when it get real close. Real close. Okay. Cause we said it's what? 691.13. We got the alert at 691.08. So soon to get ready. Actually, we probably bring it right when it comes to 691, so we can have time to go grab our contracts. Okay. But that is what we're looking for on a daily. We close green. So green telling us we're looking for a high. Is it gonna be a higher high or is it gonna be a lower high? Okay. That's the biggest thing. Did we close inside this daily gap? Yes, we did close inside the daily gap, so we did fail to close out. So we could see a break and retest, potentially. Could see a break, retest, then go take that high right there. Might see a daily candle green first, then come retest it and go take that high. Or we might just see it close out and just push straight up and take that high. Or we very well can just see what the market could just gap above the high. And if it gap above the high, that will be our high. Technically, it'll be our higher high. But it'll be a lot more dangerous, I'll say. Because in the event that it gapped above and made that higher high, if that candle closed red, we can very well reverse and come right back down. So you would definitely, if we gap above, like say tomorrow, if we gap above that 691.13 level, if we gap above it, it's probably best to either buy. If we gap above, buy exactly at the open, buy a cheap contract exactly at the open. See if we can close green. Now, when you want to do your regular size, wait towards the end of the day when the candle look like it's finna, when it's finna be a certain color, either green or red. If it look like it's gonna close green, go ahead and get in your regular size. But if it look like it's gonna close red, don't get in your regular size because, like I said, it can come all the way back down. But initially, if we gap up above that level, I'll be looking to grab a super light long. If we gap above it, probably take it out 3 days or so. To see if we can get up to that 696 level. But once the market is about to close, if it's still looking very bullish, then that's when I'll actually add them longs to go and finish the job up. Okay. So that's the game plan for here. It really depends on where we open it. Like I said, we can just open up barely above at like 690s. And if we don't, go straight up there on Monday, we can see a green candle. Then in the retest, don't necessarily mean the retest had to be red though. It might be a green candle. It might come tap it and flip green and go on up. But if it closed red, we want to make sure that red candle stay above that 689.23, which is its daily fair value gap. Okay, we want to stay above here if we want to be bullish. Gotta stay above here. Okay, gotta stay above here. But right now, like I said, I'm bullish on the market. Currently, just because it was a green daily candle. Okay. Now, if you want to be bearish, what you want to see is a red daily candle come in, and preferably you want it to break below this previous red candle low. Okay, that's what you want to see. You want to see it be below this previous red candle low, which is at 686.92. You want that red candle that'll make our lower high. Well, that'll make our lower low. My bad. It'll make our lower low. And then you'll be looking for that continuation down to the bottom of this daily gap at 685.36. If we can hold below there, we will be looking for what? The shorts down to that 680.41 level, okay? But like I said, you need a red candle first for the shorts. You'll need a red candle, and then you just need that lower low to come. And that's when you can be looking for that entry to take down. Okay. So but this is what we currently looking for SPY. We break above that high at 691. I'm looking for them longs, shorts. I gotta see us below that 687 level. I mean 686 level. Okay. So that's my alerts. Let me put a short positioning tool for y'all. We get below there. This will be my ultimate target, but we're just gonna put it to the first target first. Okay. We get below there. That's why I'll be looking for the shorts. But it got it, like I said, we gotta have a red daily candle, or we gotta at least be in a downtrend on that lower time frame, preferably the hourly. Then I'll get them shorts to take down to that 685. So this is what we're looking for on SPY. Really not too hard. Pretty simple what we're looking for. Alright, let's jump over to QQQ. I ain't trying to take too long on each chart. I know I took a little while on that chart, but I ain't trying to take too long on every chart. Alright, QQQ. Let's go check out that monthly. Oh, I ain't mean to delete that. Trying to delete this hourly level. Okay, delete. Now I'll keep that alert because that's the level we're looking for. Alright, let's go to the monthly QQQ. See what it's hitting on. Now, QQQ, other than SPY was already bullish. I mean, it was already in an uptrend. QQQ is bullish, but what we got? We got lower low, higher high. We just got a random low. We need a higher low, okay? Well, QQQ still is working. It's on its job to try to come take this previous high on this monthly at 636.19. Still trying to see if it can get up there. That's what it looks like it's trying to do. But once it takes that, it'll be a full-fledged uptrend. Once it takes that, because we have higher high, higher low, higher high. So that's the key spot. That's the magic spot that we're looking for, is QQQ to take 636.19. Okay, that's like the main thing we look for the monthly. But right now the monthly is green, so as long as it stay green, I'm still expecting us to try to go up there. Okay. Close red on the other hand, it's looking dangerous, because if it turn red, all I gotta do is come make this lower low, where we have a high low, lower high, lower low downtrend. Okay, so we gotta see by Friday what this month gonna close as. QQ can go either way. It can go either way, but right now it's being bullish right now on the monthly. Jumping to the weekly. Weekly, we got higher high, but then we got lower low. Then we got a high, then we got low, then we got higher high, but then we got another lower low. So it's indecisive right now. Market trying to figure out what it want to do on QQQ. The previous week did close green though. It made that lower low, but it flipped green. It was with a green counter. So that's the indication of reversing back to the upside. So it might be trying to come make this higher high. It can close past this high. That's when we should be getting that 636 level taken. Okay. So for the weekly, my key level I'm looking for is, do we close above 630? Close above 630, I'm expecting us to go to that 636 level at that point. Okay. Dropping down to the daily. This is where we do our charting. Here we go. Daily. Like we said, 636.19 is the ultimate target. So we got that mark with the green. Last solidified level for the daily. Last solidified on QQ is a lot further down than SPY, because SPY made another high. QQQ hasn't. So the last solidified level we have on QQQ is all the way down. What the world? Why am I don't even know why it's that far down. It should be higher up than that. Maybe I deleted it by mistake. I don't know. Last solidified level should be right here at 557. Yeah, 557.47. Okay, I don't know why it's that far. The other one that far down. I know I've been on Quisetrades recent. I don't know why it's that far down, but that's the last solidified level at 557.47. Okay, make sure. Oh, actually, no, it's not. My bad. My bad. My bad. Gotta check and see. Good thing we doing it live. Last solidified level at 577.14. Because this low right here took out all these solidified lows here. The last one we got, we had high. This that new higher high was red candle. Yeah, 577.13 is our last solidified level. It still weighs down there, compared to the SPY. Okay. Now, potential higher lows, but just because we know we're moving up, we potentially can come take this high. We got our key level at 579.99, and that will be our new solidified level if we take this high at that 636 level. This will turn to our new solidified level at 579.99. That's why we got it marked. Now just higher lows with inside this overall uptrend. We got 599. We're watching to see if they get respected. 51. We had 610.15, but it took it. You see that? End up taking it, so we can delete that potential higher low. Now we can mark out this level that it ended up making at 607.05. We can look for that for a potential higher low if we can come on and make this uptrend and take these highs. Okay, we got that marked out, and then also another potential higher low is this right here. 617.78. Okay, that's another potential higher low. Okay, so now, like we said, our target is 636.19. We're going to use these potential higher lows. Well, they are higher lows, but potential solidified higher lows. We're going to use those for our stop losses. Okay, so for right now, like we said, we're being bullish, and if we're looking at QQQ, unlike SPY hasn't made that higher high. It just got a high low with a green candle. QQQ on the other hand got a high low, higher high. So they already made an uptrend. QQ already revealed his hand that it's in the uptrend. So this should be our stop loss, the bottom of this red candle at 617.78. Okay. Should be expecting QQ to at least come up to the daily gap. Let me make sure I don't see no other gaps. Nah, I don't see no other gaps before it. So I am expecting, oh, this is a gap right here. But it's alright, it's fine. As long as we close above this daily gap right here at 623.23, I'm expecting us to be going up to 626.14. So all I need is an uptrend above 623.23, and we like them longs up to that 26 level first. Then ultimately, as long as this uptrend can stay intact, we should be coming out to take the 630 level up here. Okay. Let me turn the Madden off. Turn the Madden off. Okay. So that is something like what we were looking for this week. Okay. We just gonna say for the first just to the gap first. Okay. Now once it gets to the gap, of course y'all know we like to see, hey, do we start building structure inside it to keep going up? Then once we get up there, same thing. Do we build up? Do we build structure above it to keep going up to that 636 level? Okay. So that's what we're looking for QQQ. I'm just liking these charts, man. These charts looking beautiful. It's just all we need is the news to go in our favor. That's it. But these charts looking beautiful. So QQQ, that's what we look for. 623.23. We need the uptrend above, like on an hourly or 15-minute. Then we'll take it up to 626 and see how it does once it gets there. Okay. For the shorts though, on the other hand, right now it's in the uptrend, so you can't go bearish. Can't be bearish. It's in the uptrend right now. Only way we can start looking to go short is if we break below that 617.78 level. Then we can look for them potential shorts, but it'll be just a lower low. So we will want to see what a lower high and then another lower low, and then we like to take them shorts down to 614. But if we break 617, 617.78, and we close it below this daily gap right here at 617.43, then you very well can potentially see it just go straight down to 614 level. Okay, and that might be where, if it breaks that and it comes down here, this might be where it might want to bounce to go back higher. So you'll have to be careful with trying to continue to hold that trade once it hits 614. Okay, so if you're looking for shorts, this is where I'll be looking for it at. Like I said, just only take it to the 614. I'll be extremely careful once it hits 614 because that can be where it be bouncing at to go higher and to respect the 607 higher low. Okay, but that is what we are looking for on QQQ. Now let's jump over to futures now. Like I said, I didn't log in my futures, so it might be like a couple minutes behind on these charts, but on the higher time frame, it ain't gonna affect us too much. All right, let's hide these drawings real quick. MNQ. My bad. MNQ. Looking at MNQ. Well, you know what? We don't never go over MES. Do I need to go over MES, y'all? Y'all comment down below if y'all want me to start going over MES. I just don't never trade MES, so I always just go to MNQ. But if y'all want me to start going over MES, let me know, man. Let me know. I'm gonna go over tonight though. I'm gonna go over tonight because we never traded. We never go over it. Looking at MES monthly, we got higher high, higher low, higher high, uptrend, clear as day. Well, actually, let's take it back because this candle is not done. We got 4 days and 19 hours left. So this candle very well can turn red. This candle very well can turn red. So we can't necessarily just say it's the higher high yet. It gotta close green. This candle must close green. So MES, biggest thing y'all want this candle to close green. So it gotta close above 6,901. Okay. Now for the continuation though, for the monthly, we want to see it close above this green candle high at 7,013. Close past that high, that's that continuation. We should keep pushing for at least another 100 points, maybe even more. And we definitely be looking for what? We'll be looking for, let me remove. How I got drawings on if I don't never go over it? I don't even get that. We'll be looking for base to build above here. This monthly high to keep pushing, okay? But right now, it's looking bullish. It just got to close green. That's the biggest thing. So I would personally say MES, unless you just say if we start making an uptrend on lower time frame, I only look for them longs off that when it's an uptrend, right? But I'm be extremely light. I say that I'll be extremely light in them longs until I know we're finna close green. Like literally when Friday comes, if it's looking like it's Friday and it's 1 p.m. and it's looking bullish like a mud, then I'll be okay. I'm comfortable to, being bullish. Right now, it's just in a dangerous zone because it's so close to being able to flip red, and that won't give us that higher high we need. Okay, but yeah, I just went on there pretty much. We really kind of gotta wait on this monthly counter for real. All right, weekly on MES. Got higher high, lower low, higher high. All right, we got that higher high. We're making some type of low. It's gonna be a higher low though. That's the thing, cause it made this higher high with a red candle, so that indicates potential. It indicates that we're going to come down. It did come down, but then it flew back green. So now we're trying to see, okay, is this gonna be a new higher low, solidify higher low, because we got high, low, higher high. This can be higher low, higher high. Okay. Biggest thing for the weekly that is trying to see, can we gonna take this high at 7,036.50? You take that high, it is gonna solidify this low down here at 6,814.50. And it'll be an uptrend, okay? That'll be your stop loss. But right now, it's indecisive because it got a higher high with a lower low. Indecisive. The only thing you could say you be bullish just because it's a green candle, but it's indecisive for me. Daily. Daily. We got that higher high. Like we said, end up coming down, making lower low. It made a downtrend, actually. Made a downtrend. And then now it's pushing up. So, indecisive. You got a higher high with a lower low. Indecisive. Simple as that. Okay. But overall, it's bullish. So let's mark out the target. Oh man, what the delete all this extra stuff, man. Come on. Alright. So target for MES is, of course, the high is 7,000. I think it was 36. Let's turn the matting on. 7,036.50. That's what it was. That's the ultimate target. Last solidified level, like we said, it's all the way down here. At 6,582.75. So it's pretty far, just like how SPY is. Now we do got potential higher lows. We got one at 6,771.25. And then we got this one right here potentially at 6,814.50. Okay. Like I said, we look for our trade between the high and the lows. So we should be looking for, if we want to be bullish, you stand with the overall trend, we want to look for it above 6,814 and that 7,036 level. Right now we're green. We didn't flip to an uptrend, but we are green right now on these previous days. So it's bullish, but it ain't an uptrend. Okay. So you gotta be careful when that first red candle comes and see if it can make a higher low. Right now it's just being green though. Right now, did gap down, but it's still closing green. Honestly, MES, it got so many dang gaps. I really don't like to trade through these gaps, but MES, we did close above this daily gap right here at 6,009. Oh, my bad. This is the current counter. This is the current counter. My bad, y'all. So Friday, we ended up closing inside of this gap. My bad. Inside this daily gap. What I want to see. So we gotta kind of not see this right here. But what I would have been looking for was if we can continue to stay bullish inside this gap. Honestly, I'll be just looking for what us to push past that gap, get a slight retest on that lower time frame, come up to this next gap at 6,963. If we can push past there, build base above there. Of course, we looking for that 7,017 level to get taken out. But clear as day, what we see right now, it gapped down, end up gapping down into this previous gap here. So it clearly is not up there. So what I'll be looking for now, since it gapped down there, is to build the same thing we were looking for right here, just down here. Can we build an uptrend above this daily gap at 6,923? Oh, my bad. We build a uptrend above there. Come on now, I'm trying to grab. We build an uptrend above there. I'm looking to take it to that previous gap right here at 6,937. So that's pretty much what I'll be looking for. If we can keep an uptrend above here, preferably on the 15 or the hourly, then I'll be looking to take it up to the next daily gap. We push inside that daily gap, like we said. If we build a base inside there, we're looking to take it to the top of the gap. It's just so forth and so forth, man. It's not really too much to add to it. If we inside the gap though, we push back inside this gap tomorrow morning, It's gonna be hard for me to want to be bullish, cause I don't like trading in gaps, but it is a nice size gap. So maybe if I see an uptrend inside the gap, I'll be following it in back to the top of the gap. That's probably the only way I'll get in the trade. When it comes to MES, if we come back inside this gap, I just gotta wait till an uptrend form, then take it back to the top of the gap and see how it reacts. Okay. All right. So let's put our drawing tool, long position tool. Now, one thing I do want to add, if you want to be bearish, honestly, being bearish is dangerous. It's dangerous. If you're trying to get in shorts off of these green candles, I need to see a red daily candle. But if I'm going to be short tomorrow, it had to be scalps, like scalping to the downside. I don't like going bearish on against green daily candles. Um, yeah, I can't really see myself going short. So I ain't even gonna put no short drawing tool up there. I can't really see myself going short. Other unless we somehow just drop extremely hard and take these lows, but maybe if we come back below this 6,882 level, maybe. But I can't really see myself being short on MES. Okay, you either be bullish or be neutral. All right, going to M&Q. Oh, my bad. Let me delete that because I do not want that on the screen. That was just to show y'all. All right, M&Q. What we looking for M&Q? We is a little running behind on this time, so I need to pick it up. M&Q monthly. Let's hide these drawings real quick. We need to pick it up though. M&Q monthly hasn't made a higher high yet. Kind of look exactly like QQ. Gotta come take this high to make this higher high to make this new higher low. Biggest thing we want to see if we can at least still close green just so we know we're making some type of high. If we make a high, then the next month close red and come take this low, then that'd be high, low, lower high, lower low, downtrend. We should be dropping pretty hard. If we get the green candle and then we come push up above this high, biggest thing, or if we get the green monthly candle, we looking to try to take it up to that high. If they come up above this high, we can close past there. We should be seeing some nice explosion to the upside. Okay, weekly consolidating. Let's keep it plain and simple. Consolidating right now. Daily. Okay, now this is where we do our drawing tools. I don't know what the. Oh, okay. I didn't know what was going on. Delete this. Delete all these. We got all kind of drawing. Y'all can clearly tell that I be trading on M&Q. Man, we had some nice trades last week. The couple trades we put on the stream, like literally, I think just the one day we had only 2 micros, made like almost $400 off of it. That was a crazy trade. Looking at the daily, we got the ultimate target high, 26,649. Last solidified level is down here at 23,516. Okay. Potential higher lows, or this potential new solidified low, we can make that higher high. 24,153.50, 24,887.75, and then we got a new one that we potentially got right here at 25,026. Okay. We look for trades in between the target and the last low. So we need trade in between here. We want to be bullish because that's the overall structure. Kind of like MES, it's just all green candles. Can't really do nothing about it. Not an uptrend yet. We really want to see the uptrend form, but it's not an uptrend yet. So I say don't risk as much as normal until we finally make higher high, higher low, higher high. Then you can do your regular sizing, but right now is daily wise is not fully ready to say, yeah, we completely going up. Okay. Now if we come up here and take this high, this right here at 26,046.25, then that's gonna make higher high, higher low, higher high, clear as day, straight uptrend. Okay, clear as day. So I'm gonna set alert there. Looking at the daily, what I'll be looking for. Now I didn't mark out all these daily gaps on MNQ because it's just too many gaps to mark out. I'm gonna be honest, way too many gaps on MNQ. But looking at MNQ, if we build an uptrend above this daily gap here at 25,629, we can build an uptrend on that 15 or 1 hour. I'll be looking for some loans up to this 25,707 level. We close above there. I'm dang near thinking we finna come try to break these highs up here. Okay. But that's all we look for. Uptrend above the gaps. Plain and simple. Let's not make it harder than it need to be. Uptrend above the gap. We're looking for the loans to take to the next gap. Okay. Don't make it harder than it need to be. Okay. They don't really like the shorts, honestly. Unless we close completely red, but I still don't like the shorts because it is a gap right here that I didn't mark. So it can very well stop there. Yeah, I don't really like the short. I'm gonna look for the longs. If it do close the red daily candle, I'm gonna be waiting on the next green daily candle to start going back up. Okay, MYM. We try to move through it a little quick because we almost approaching an hour, and we still didn't get in the stocks yet. MYM just straight bullish. I'm gonna be honest. Let me delete. I ain't gonna delete everything. Now I took MYM Friday, man. I was talking about. When I say took some loans out the open and it just shot straight up, man, it was crazy. But MYM, bullish on the month. We got higher high, higher low, higher high. So straight bullish. The biggest thing we looking for is, can we close above this monthly high? It look like we are. We clearly way past it, but you never know how the news come out. But can we close above 48,590 is the biggest thing we're focusing on. I'm gonna put a yellow line there. Put a yellow line right there. Cause I want to see if we can close above. I said yellow. Can we close above it? All right, dropping down to that weekly, higher high, higher low. This potentially a new higher low. Gotta see if this week can close green though. This potentially a new higher low. Well, I can't even say that yet because we got two reds. Not until I see a green week, then I can say it's potentially a new higher low. Right now, it's just we still coming down to me. So, biggest thing, you just got to stay above this 48,089 level. That's the biggest thing. Going to the daily. So, oh, my bad. Weekly, we made a higher high. Right now, we're just looking for our lows right now. Daily, got higher high, higher low. We did make a lower low. High, low. Right now, we look for lows. If we can stay above this daily, so this potentially new higher low for the daily. Right here at 48,448. Potential higher low. Let me change this to purple because that yellow too bright. It hurt my eyes. Alright. So pretty much that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a trade between 48,488 and 49,902. I'm looking for longs. So if I'm looking for longs, gotta find a daily gap. Got one here. If we can build an uptrend above it on the 15 to 1 hour, I'm looking to try to stay in the uptrends to potentially take it up to this next daily gap at 49,000. What is that? 49,400? Yeah, 49,400. Okay. So, and I really want to see a daily close above. And we build that. Because at least a daily close above going to be like, okay, we at least going to stay above it, you know. But right now, initially, you'll be just looking for it when it first come out. Just look for uptrend to form above the daily gap. Now, that don't mean it's going to go all the way up there in one day. But that's what you're looking for. As soon as it come out of here, uptrend form, get in longs, ride the longs as long as you can. Okay? Get out. Once it switch to a downtrend, let it come back down here again. Let it make an uptrend again. Get in again. Eventually, when it make that uptrend above, it's gonna eventually just keep that uptrend until we get to that daily gap. Okay? So this is what I'm looking for MYM. What is this red count? This red line? Let me delete this. I don't need none of that. Alright. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for NYM. MGC. Come on. Gold been running every day, y'all. It don't make no sense. Go look at this. Oh my freaking, what is gold? Is gold trying to go to $10,000? What is it trying to do? This is ridiculous. Bruh, I know anybody who got some gold, bruh. Know y'all happy, boy. Know y'all happy, boy. And y'all know what's so funny? We literally been eating off that gold. And every single time, like right here, cause once it got here, this is our main level we was looking for. Bro, we took a loan when it first broke out, ate off of it. Took another loan, we ate off of this. Took another loan, ate off that. Took another loan, ate off that. And we caught the beginning part of this one coming out. But I ain't been on gold in like the past week. Bro, gold just been ridiculous, bro. Like, what in the world? Ain't no sense in going to the monthly because it's like we can clear as day know it's green. Let's just stay down here on the daily, honestly. Daily, and really, you know what? It ain't no entries. Can't even get in off of the daily, to be honest. Cause the last lift I live all the way down here at 4,600. So you ain't got no entries. I'm gonna tell you now, you ain't got no entries for these gold loans on the daily. Only thing you can do is get in on the hourly and ride the wave while you can. That's it. Cause the daily, you ain't get no shot, nothing to get in. Okay. This could potentially be a gap. I ain't gonna mark it yet, cause we could come all the way down. But you literally gotta get in off based the hourly. Like you gotta follow hourly uptrend. Made a higher high, made a low, get in longs. Really ain't get kicked out till right here. Then you got out. Then wait on another uptrend form. Boom, right here, uptrend form. You in. Got kicked out here. Then you wait on another uptrend form. Boom, uptrend form. In. You still in. You shouldn't even be out right now. You still should be in if you got in when it's uptrend form. You shouldn't even be out. But, dang. Crazy. But gold, literally like I just said, when every time I make an uptrend, just get in. Forget it. Just get in every time I make an uptrend. Cause we don't know what gold doing, man. That boy just pushing crazy. Every time gold make an uptrend, just get in. That's all I can say. Mark out these gaps though on the hourly. This is ridiculous. Gold, I don't know what to say. Like, I ain't never seen a chart this bullish ever. It's ridiculous. Alright. So if you ain't in gold, maybe you can look for loans off of these hourly gaps. But you have to go down to the 5-minute, wait till uptrend form above it, and then get in. That's it. Alright, we finally done with the futures, my bad. So you've been on here so long, whole hour. That's crazy. We're gonna try to do these stocks in 30 minutes though. So we will only have hour 30 and then that'll be it. Tesla, let's go with Tesla first. They got earnings this week. I think it's Thursday or something. Oh man, excuse me. Tesla. Delete some of this stuff. We took them Tesla shorts, ate off of them. Actually, we didn't eat crazy. We didn't eat enough because it started us out. We didn't eat enough, but it's okay. I mean, we still was good and right about our shorts, but we didn't get all we needed though, because it took a day too late and we got out one day too early. All right, but looking at the monthly for Tesla. Tesla monthly. Bullish at all-time highs, clear as day. Got the higher high, got the higher low, higher high. So this is solidified low down here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Solidified low down here at 22. That is, dang, that's a big drop. 214, 25 is a solidified level. But it potentially can be making a new solidified level here. If this earnings can come out nice, y'all. If these earnings can bring us back to this all-time high. Tesla, it might not do it on earnings. It might do it for next week, but I don't know. Earnings could potentially do it. But if we come take this new high, if we gonna make a new high breaking 498.83, that'll solidify this monthly low at 382.78. So now instead of being all the way down here at 214, it'll be 372.78. Pretty much. But main thing I'm looking for on this monthly, if we do close green, even if we don't close green, main two spots I'm looking at for this monthly is this high at that 498.83 level, and this low right here at 382.78. Those are key spots. You know what? I put alerts on both of those. Those are the major two key spots. Put alert. We got the lines there, so, but we still need to put alert. Those are the main key spots. What the? Dang, I ain't know how all this down here. I delete that in my own free time. My bad, y'all. But those are the key spots, man. Those two key spots for Tesla. Okay, weekly. Let's see, weekly we got lower. We had high, low. That's the high. Then we had made a low. Then we made an okay. We got our first green week. Okay, so we making some type of high. Now is it gonna be leading us to a higher high, or will it come down, make this lower low, and we switch to a downtrend? We'll probably come down and take that out. So for the weekly, the key spot on the weekly is right here at this 417.44. We get a red candle and it close below there. It's bearish because that'd be low, high, lower, low. So right now, Tesla gotta stay bullish, man. It gotta keep pushing up if it want to stay. If it's trying to be bullish, it gotta keep pushing up. Clearly, it gotta keep pushing up if it wants to stay bullish. But I'm just saying, it gotta break away. It need at least come to like 460s at least, and see what it can do when it get up here to these 460, 470 area. Okay, daily. Now this is what we do our charting. This is probably my main watch. If Tesla, the main spot I'm looking for. Tesla between 460 to 470 is maybe my target. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm trying to be bullish. Looking at the daily, ultimate target is 498.55. Solidified level all the way down here at 382.78. I don't know what this red line is. Potential higher low at 417.44. So that means we got to find a trade in between there. Right now we're currently above these daily gaps. We did fail to close above this daily gap, no, at 450. I think Tesla, what I'm looking for is if we break an uptrend above this 452 or 451 level, I'm looking for it to go up to 460, possibly 470 up here. Okay. That's what I think I'm looking for Tesla. Okay. And really, that's pretty much it. Because I'm not looking for the shorts until we go below that low. Okay. So Tesla, this is what I'm looking for. bullish. That's crazy. We just looking for shorts last week, you know, and we did get our shorts last week. Like I said, we had nice shorts right there. But now we could the very next week we bullish, so that's crazy. But this is what we looking for Tesla above 451 uptrend, possibly on the 15 or 1 hour. Take it up to 462. I'm be honest, y'all. I think it gonna go past 462. I'm thinking it's going to like 460, 467. I mean 470. That's what I'm thinking. But um, of course, take it to the first target. Really, it got a target here too. So you might need to watch out for this just in case. But I'm thinking we're gonna push past. That's what I'm thinking. But you know, I can be wrong. I can be wrong. Cause it do got a target level here at 456. So of course I'll watch that first. Then let's go and put that down there to be a little bit more precautious. But I'm really looking for that 460s and stuff. 456. So this will be the initial trade to start off. From 452 up to 456, then up to 458, then up to 462, then up to 470, and 470 areas. All right, so Tesla, I'm bullish. We got high, low. We in a downtrend. So technically, it's kind of like, damn, boy, how the heck you bullish in a downtrend? But I'm to be honest, I am bullish in the downtrend. Maybe you're supposed to wait until it break this 454 though, so it at least break the downtrend. But I'm gonna be honest, I think it's on. That's the safer play. The safer play is wait till 454 break. So if I do wait till 454 break, then that's when I'll say forget aiming for 456. I'm aiming for that 462. So that'll be the trade right there. Okay. Dang, CrowdStrike not on the earnings. But y'all know I love looking at CrowdStrike. We ain't gonna go over CrowdStrike. We just gonna go over the earnings. So who we got? Meta. Oh man, y'all know I'm not trading my Meta chart because that dang one candle glitchy. Maybe I need to update my app because it do say update app at the top of my screen. So maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe that can help my Meta chart. Look, it's glitching right now. I click Meta, it ain't even loading. There we go. This the counter that's messing me up, man. It's December 12th. Meta I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna trade Meta Friday, y'all. I was gonna take loans on Meta up to 656. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to touch Meta because I was just hesitant because of how my charts look, man. Like with this random high. That's the only reason I didn't take it. 'Cause I was like, bro, Meta going to 456. Or at least that what it looked like. But I didn't really know because this thing messed me up. But someone told me, like, I was just sitting there, like, you know what? Even if this right here, just trade based on current price action. So that's probably what I'm gonna start doing. Y'all might see me back on Meta because y'all know I love to trade Meta. Meta was probably my favorite thing to trade other than CrowdStrike. But they kicked me after I ain't trade Meta since December 20. That's crazy. Well, actually, nah, I'm gonna tell you back. I ain't trade Meta since like December 23rd because I really ain't noticed that at first. But still, that's still a long time. It's about a month that I ain't trade Meta, bro. Come on now. But looking at Meta, we go to the monthly. Meta monthly. Oh, it's time. We starting to get some lag, man. Come on. Meta. Ugh, boy, I'm tripping. Meta monthly. We got higher high. Okay. Then we got low. Then we got a high. Then we got lower low. Oh snap. Oh stream. We might have to get ready to start the stream. We trying to get lag. So downtrend. Then we got another high. Right now we trying to see if it's gonna close red. I think it's gonna close green. Uh, but it could close red. But I think it's gonna potentially close green to try to keep pushing higher. Um, that's the biggest thing we trying to see for this money though. If it gonna close red or green, it close red, probably gonna make that lower low, keep this downtrend going. Close green, I definitely see us coming up that 712, potentially coming to take this high to 780s. Okay, weekly. So right now, monthly is bearish. Can't fight against it. It's bearish right now. Weekly. Weekly, did we break? Oh, we broke. Potentially finna start making this uptrend, y'all. Potentially finna start making this uptrend. We just broke, made a higher high. So we gotta see what it's gonna do. It made a higher high. What's gonna happen next? Is it gonna make higher low? Is it gonna just keep making this high? Or is it gonna reverse? Gotta see. So I'm saying neutral right now on the weekly. Daily. Neutral also. We're making higher highs. We made higher high, higher high. We just ain't got no new higher low. So neutral. Ultimate target 795. That's super far away. Last solidified level 478. Dang, the solidified level that far down. 478.72. Potential higher low 580.75, 78. And right here 608. Oh, that shit's lower than that because I see that red one lower. $600 and $600 flat. Okay. Look for potential trades above that $600 flat. This honestly supposed to be our trade right here. When it broke this high, really it gapped above the high. When it came above this high, 628, boy, you supposed to grab them loans. I'm tripping. But that's because I wasn't messing with metal, bro. Because that literally made the higher high. It made that low, then boom, higher high right there. But it's okay. The better trade is gonna be when they make a pullback, make another higher high. Honestly, I mean, unless it want to just keep being green, look for an uptrend above the 659 level, 659.51, and literally look for that all the way up to the highs of this daily gap at 670.98. I mean, six. Dang, it's getting like, boy, I'm tripping. 679. Boy, I'm tripping. Dang, we got code advisory on the side of my screen. Maybe that's why our connection tripping. I can hear the wind right now. It's super loud where I'm at. But that'll be potentially a trade for Meta. Honestly, I want to see a pullback on Meta, but it might not give us a pullback with the earnings coming out. It might just push straight up there. But I would love to see a pullback. Give us one red daily candle, bro. Just one. Give me one. But I don't know if we're going to get it because of the earnings. But that's what I'll be looking for Meta. Who else coming out? IBM. Let's check out IBM. Monthly. Red. Okay. It's on the pullback stage. On the monthly. Maybe IBM trying to come down here at 787. Maybe it's trying to retest this gap here. But right now, bearish. I mean, that's all I can say unless it's closed green. I think I'm probably not gonna mess with IBM based off that monthly though. I don't really want to take the pullback to that daily gap. If I want to take shorts on them based on the monthly, I want to see a downtrend. I don't want to take it off of red candles. Daily. I'm thinking we're gonna come to that what I said it was 287. I think we're gonna come down there, y'all. That 287 area. Retest that gap because it's looking bearish. We got the lower low, lower high. It's looking like it's gonna come down there. Made that new lower low. We did fail to close below that lower low though. So we might get some pullback, then try to retest and drop. I'm thinking bearish. I'm thinking I'm bearish on IBM. I think I'm bearish on IBM. These daily gaps all wrong. But I think I'm bearish on this IBM. Down to that 287 level. Which is not that far, but that's what I think, y'all. That's what I think. They got some big old gaps on IBM. I think I'm bearish on IBM. I think we're gonna probably have to end it because it's saying connect to encoder. I'm not sure if the internet getting messed up because of the yeah, it's an ice acceleration environment. What? Oh, I don't want to leak where I'm at. My bad, y'all. But yeah, I think we probably finna have to end it here. We'll try to redo this. I mean, not redo it, but continue the earnings probably tomorrow. After the close, or I might do it during the live. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're going ahead and end it right here. Y'all have a good one. Your boy Keith is out. Peace.